So, collective reading for today. Sorry for my voice, I was just still waking up, did my meditation, had my coffee, but I'm still not here. Yeah, sort of. So, this is not my first recording, that's why the cards are already out here. I already shuffled them, and then I was just filming the cards, and then I thought, no, what the hell, I'm just gonna show my face as usual. Tonight I woke up with a lot of pain on my back, on my neck, when yesterday I had a really nice day with a friend, and I spent the night dancing. I was doing my ritual dancing by myself, really enjoying myself. And then what the hell, why did I woke up like this? Yeah, but I did, and all my eyes were really, everything was dark. You know, when you're sucked, like a psychic attack during the night, like that's what happened. Just look to my black cat and say, what the fuck, Sassy, you don't do your job, man. I'm sleeping, you're supposed to watch out over me. Yeah, it happens. When we do energy healing, it happens. So, good morning. Yeah. Today, so, if you are still here, I hope you are on the verge of it. Of course, this is a collective reading, It may or may not resonate with all of you, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the rest. If you feel this is just in the beginning, not your reading, don't watch it. All good. There's a lot of readers, God bless them all, in this Instagram, YouTube, online, whatever. 10 of Wands is such a heavy load. Per se, it never is a load for just one person, yet you carry it. For me, the 10 of Wands here, what I'm seeing with the 4 of Wands, by the way, so much fire, well, transformation, right? It's action, so you're actually doing stuff, which is good. You're out of the realms of your mind. You're on the action mode. It means you're in the present mode, but not quite with the 10 of Wands. You're still carrying load that is not yours to carry. And what I see here, what I was saying, sorry, my moon and Gemini takes me to 10 different possibilities at meanings at the same time. But what I feel mostly here with the 4 of Wands is this deep desire for structure, commitment, truth, authenticity might lead some of you to do more than you are supposed to. And this is a theme that already come up during this Libra season, this retrograde that was asked us to reflect and balance our relationships, all of our relationships. This not only for romantic relationships, guys. You have so much more relationships in your life, your work relationships, your family relationships, your family, when family is the toxic playground for us all to grow, except the 1% of you that are born in the perfect family, or pretend to. The other day this friend was telling me something that I found very interesting, is when you drop all of this weight, you get to see what is your value. Like, what is your value when you are not doing anything, when you are not giving, when you're not even over giving, you're not giving, you're not entertaining, you're not offering, you're not nurturing, because you're still you, right? So in amidst your relationships, can you see that you still have value when you are not doing, even when you are not doing enough? Because this is when you let people come to you and also take care of you and give you stuff. But you have to stop doing in order for others to have space and time to do so, or opportunity as well. So ask yourself, when you are in this mode of overaction, it might be also in a work relationship, overworking when you're doing your job and your colleague's job and your boss's job, and come on, and then what is it for them to do? Mm. And when you do that, you also sometimes we give so much, we ourselves in our goodwill create the balance, the unbalance. I mean, you create the imbalance from the beginning in your relationships if you start off like this. So, time to drop the weight, because despite this comes from a good place, all good places as their shadow, and the shadow of this 10 of Wands is always the truth. What is the truth? Why do you overgive, overcare? Because look out here on the top of the deck, we still have this sneaky energy of the Ten of the Swords. So, if you have people around you that can benefit, that can profit from your ability to carry their load, to do their shit, to do their errands, to pay for their stuff, to give them rides, to love them unconditionally, and they give you shit in return, they will take that opportunity, like for sure. For sure. And the Ten of Swords energy sometimes it's so quick, it's so sneaky that you don't even see you're in it. You have to step back. You have to step back. Also, for some of you, I can see that you overdo and overgive because you don't want others to see your flaws. You always want to be on this perfect mode. Look at me. Man, I'm so strong. I do so much. Look at what all I have accomplished for myself and for you. Look at all I can do. Look at what I've done. You don't have to be perfect because you are already perfect the way you are. So this is a great truth we can start off if we want to go in this spiritual path. Don't look for something outside of you, look inside and start peeling off this conditioning, this trauma, this whatever. It doesn't even have to be trauma. You don't have to be always on the healing mode, but just understand that you are a divine sparkle of the divine source and you are already perfect. So when you go into a spiritual practice, you go into knowing yourself better, not into fixing yourself. There's nothing to fix. Because if you go into fixing yourself, these people, wherever they are, if you expose, of course we all have weaknesses, you can be vulnerable. This vulnerability is something that I'm going to talk about in this Four of Wands card that is calling out to me like that. You can be vulnerable, but start in a starting point that is more balanced for you, not in a way that you are hiding your weaknesses or overexposing your weaknesses. Expose also your strengths in a way that is balanced. Otherwise, you always be kind of at the mercy of people that are, for their own reason, for their own history, in a mode of taking advantage because they themselves don't think they are worthy of doing by themselves. They need other people to do them for them. Not only because it's easy, because they themselves are insecure, are dealing with their stuff in such a deep way that they are frozen in their ability to be honest and sincere with you, with others, and with themselves, so they take advantage. And that too shall pass. people grow, right? Look, behind the Seven of Swords, we already had the Ten of Swords, so this shit was supposed to be already dead and over. Still here peaking for some of you, alright? Others is dead and done, okay? Just no right or wrong, just take your time, it's your own process. About this, if you're carrying all this load to get here, know that here, these two people, I see them as kneeling down towards each other. That by itself is already beautiful because there's two different people, two different souls that choose out of their free will at the same time to kneel down and bow down to each other. That means they bow down to the divine within each one of them. That means that they surrender. That means that they accept each other the way they exactly are. To compromise in this way, in the Four of Wands, it is the card of compromise. Sometimes people say it's the card of marriage. It's just a symbol. It doesn't have to be really marriage. I don't see marriage here, by the way. See this more as a card of structuring relationships in a way that they are fulfilling so they can be truthful and last longer because they have a structure and the core that is rooted deep in truth, in authenticity, in people showing each other who they really are. Not playing the nice all the time, choose me, pick me. There's a lot of need for acceptance with the Ten of Wands. It's the choose me, pick me. Look what all I can do. Look how smart I am. Look how pretty I am. Look how this I am. I can do blah 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 blah. All of the me. Pick me. It's like the look, daddy. Look at me, daddy. Look at me, mommy. You see where this comes from? This need for acceptance. Look what I can do. You see? Go there. Go where the wound started. And clear it. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. And that will give you a little bit more room to move on. And then you go back again to ask for a little more room. And then it goes on, you know, and never ends. So, to get here, you need to let go of playing this character and this role, okay? You just take one more card. Anda, Sassy, anda. All right. So, another Ten of Swords. So after all, for some of us, the pain is still here, okay? The pain is ending, but it's the end of this cycle, right? Of this toxic patterns and behaviors that we might attract people or situations like this, but we ourselves play a role in being in this environment. If you do too much, you will attract people that do nothing. It's like logic, right? Still here, lingering. Because there are some towers that for some reason you are resisting to let them crumble. They are like falling. They are not even as a whole. This started to fall during Libra season. What are you waiting for? For Mercury retrograde really go direct? Because it's still turning around. It's still not actually going as normal. Be kind to yourself. It's good that the Four of Cups puts you in this condition of reflection. Like you're shining, but you don't know you're shining. You're going within to reflect on this loss, this pain, but in a way that closes you to becoming exposed to still wanting to see this tower as something that is, I don't know how to say it in English, habitable, something habitable, well, somewhere where you could live. You cannot live here anymore. Not only the universe interfered in every possible way with all the signs, with all the events, with all the plot twists to show you that this is not a place to live. It is outdated. It was built on a weak foundation. It was built on illusion, ego, vanity, whatever, lack, all kind of lacks. As opposed to this tower where you really want to go, where you really deserve to go. You need to let yourself know that you deserve what is it that you want. You do deserve it. And you need to look for it in your reality and see, is it here? Is it not here? Is this what I really want? But first you have to know what you want. Is this what I really want? And if it's not, you can walk away. It's not because something, someone appears, situation, whatever appears in your reality, it looks like what you really desire, but it's not quite it. You do not have to settle for less. Ever. You can be curious, you can go there, try the waters. At least you don't die dumb. But one thing is trying out, another thing is staying or wanting it to stay, because you have a hard time looking at these cups and know what they contain. In this Four of Cups, there's this one above here, that's given by the universe. That one you can take it. These three, well, they don't have quite what you want. It doesn't mean that they're bad, they're just not good for you, for somebody else. And maybe some of them, maybe you don't dare to really go there and pick, but some of them, they are empty. For the time being, these situations, these people, whatever, they have nothing to give to you. And you are giving them all you have. See? See, why does it have to fall? So, no hard feelings. Whatever is unbalanced in your life is due to be balanced. Or if it's unbalanceable, I don't even know, sorry, if that word exists, you need to let it go. Libra season is already gone. Now it's Scorpio season. And you don't want to carry these people or these situations to Scorpio season, because then the venom will be way up high. People are more untrusting of each other, more mysterious, more, you don't want to carry this on, really. Cut it off, okay? Cut it off, because Universe wants to give you this, otherwise it wouldn't be here. So here's the Four of Wands. Here's the authenticity, the vulnerability, the truth, the truth. Okay? Look at this tower. Look at how beautiful it is. In between these trees, and they're like built on an altar, you know, it's like an altar of truth, an altar to true between any kind of relationship, the truth between two people, two ideas, two families, two friends, two siblings, whatever, two lovers, building something that is heartfelt and meant to be everlasting. Because there's structure. Whenever this tower is balanced, we go back to the core. The core is truth. The truth is there. So people can always fix it. This tower, I don't know if you can see in this image the way they depict the tower here. Maybe the lighting doesn't help, but I tell you, this tower is built on thorn trees and bushes that are not tended, bushes that were left unattended, like a garden that no one took care of it. And it grew and it grew and it began to eat the tower. Because nature follows its course and it's always truthful. There's no lie in nature, ever. Is there? Okay, just one more card and we have to go 22 minutes. Oh my god. Am I talking too much today? What happened here? No, there's too much cards. I don't want to talk that much. Just one. Stuff to do. You have stuff to do. Good. So in this shamanic oracle we have life force. So this card, and he says different kind of major arcana has different meaning. This is a card when, and what I ask, like, what advice the spirit could give to you to move forward from this temporary situation, of course. Is connect with your life force. Connect with this expanding joy. Do whatever it makes you happy. And focus on connecting with something greater than you. Going to nature is nothing beats that. So you become a little bit like the nature you are connecting. If you are contemplating a river, you flow like the river. If you're contemplating the wind, you become light like the wind. So try to go into whatever place you feel safe and you feel that it's beautiful. It's not just a scenario, you're connecting with it. And you try to feel through that life force, your own life force. You can ask for help. You ask for help from Mother Nature, it will always grant you. Always. That's why we call it Mother Nature, right? That's why. So, if you're having trouble with making your life force within you flow, you go to a life force that is greater than you and is always available. Also, this card as a major arcana, it means that you will be swept around from this minor drama situation. You will. Like, there's no way you are staying stuck in here. Also, there's no cards of being stuck. There's this a little bit of heaviness, a little bit of why am I still here? But 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords is like dead and done. The Tower, dead and done, says the universe, like move on, over. But move on with these lessons. What can you learn? And if you know what to learn, it will be so much easier to take these lessons and then you transform these lessons into new ideas of what is it that you really want, new desires, new dreams. And this force of this major arcana, so it's the universe spirit intervening within your life to make it greater, to swept you over your feet, so you can start to create again. And here you create as the daughter of earth, so you create from a place that is more practical. So first, instead of being all dreamy, and then when you come down you see, oh well, but this is not what I was expecting. You start from a different point. You start from the earth, from the matter. And when you start from this point of groundness, you are less likely to be carried away from the sneaky energy within you, the sneaky energy within others or situations. So you're more grounded, so here you know what you want. You're more connected with your lower chakras. You know what you want, you know who you are. The survival mode is like over. You start on thriving mode. I know who I am, I know what I want, and from that point of view, when I look around to my reality, I immediately know where to invest, where not to invest, where to wait, where to act. What is mine, what is the other, so I don't carry all this load. I don't get near situations that make me carry much than I should, much than I want, actually. Okay? So, Universe Oracle, and whoo, it pops as always. Okay. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, Universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear, this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So, one more time, because if I go like this, you cannot read it, can't read backwards, right? I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, Universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. I truly believe that every problem has an underlying origin that's usually lack of love. And I also truly believe that every solution to every problem is the same solution, that is more love. It always comes down to it. Even you have to dig a little bit or you have to dig a lot. Lack of love is in the root of every problem. Love is the solution to every problem. Having said that, love you all. Beijinhos. Have a nice Sunday.